Hi, I have my daughter-in-law Gina here with her little puppy Rip. She's had Rip now 2 weeks. Rip is just about almost 9 weeks old. She's 8.5 weeks old. And she has her new Kelpie ears. Last week they were kind of floppy and now they're standing straight up. And of course it's been calm all day today, and we waited till it got a little cooler, but the wind came up and a little bit of a storm is kind of blowing through. But today is a big day because we're going to introduce Gina, because she's brand spanking new at dog handling. She's never worked a dog before on livestock. So we're going to give her a lesson tonight in the round pen. I'm going to use my older dog, Kaya, because she's a really good balanced dog. I got Kaya when she was 7 years old, and I only gave her about 2 weeks of lessons. Okay. And but she's an excellent balanced dog. I never finished her training, but she's excellent at balance, and she's nice and smooth. Of course, tonight she'll probably be wild. Prove me wrong. But I'm going to have Gina just do some balancing with the dog and the sheep. So let me explain that a little bit. In the very beginning of training your puppy or your dog and training a handler, you go in a balance. And that means we're in a round pen. I've got 3 sheep inside of a round pen. And I work in a round pen because it doesn't have any corners, and we can easily catch the dog, and we can keep the sheep running around smoothly. So in a balance, the sheep are going to be in the middle, the dog will be at 12 o'clock, and you'll be at 6 o'clock. And you're going to work, kind of follow your dog round and round. You stay at 6 o'clock, the dog stays at 12, the sheep will be in the middle. And that is what is called the balance. And the reason we start out in a balance is because that's the natural instinct of a dog. So when you're training a herding dog, they have that natural instinct to circle the livestock. So that's where we begin. We get them going in a circle and we follow them. We don't chase them, we don't keep up with them, we follow them, keeping in that balance. And we keep that balanced picture in the dog's head. And that's how we start teaching them their directions. So the very first direction we give them is back and a hand signal. So say you want to go in a counterclockwise direction, we block the way we don't want them to go in. So I don't want them to go that way, I want them to go that way. So I block the path that I don't want the dog to go in, and I say back. And so the dog will start going that way, because that's the way you're pushing them with your hand. So I say back, and I push them with my hand in the direction I want to go to. So now they've got 2 commands, a hand signal and the word back. And that's where we start. And then as they're going in that direction, we'll tell them what direction they're going in. So that's a counterclockwise direction. So Gina, I usually teach 2 types of commands. I either do right or left or combine away. Combine away are the international terms, and then there's right and left. And you've made a decision on which you want to use?
The combine away. That's just
combine
what I'm
away.
used to hearing you say.
Okay, she's been watching me for years, so she knows her combine away. So if I want to go in a counterclockwise direction, I will block the path I don't want them to go in. I push them that way with my right hand. So if you were going to say right or left, I'm doing it with my right hand, so I would say right. But in Gina's case, we're going to use the international terms combine away. So counterclockwise is away. And to remember that, it is away from time, counterclockwise. And then when she wants to turn the dog around, go the other direction, you will turn around, try not to get run over by the sheep. It's kind of a trick. So you turn around and you catch your dog on the way around. So try not to jump in front of the sheep and block the dog, because then the dog is going to think that you're taking the sheep away from them.
Okay.
So if you can possibly maneuver it, turn around, catch your dog on the way around, block with your left hand and push him in that direction and say back, and that's clockwise, or you're using your left hand, so you would say left if you're going to use right and left. But Gina's using combine away, so she would block it with her left hand and she will say come by. So you're pushing them in a clockwise direction, which is by the time, come by the time, come by, and you start following around. In the beginning I say back, and as you're going I say come by, and I follow the dog around, repeating the direction they're going in, and that's how you teach your dog the directions, the commands. You just tell them what they're doing. So we start with back, and back is going to evolve later on to look back, because back just means go the opposite direction that they're going. So so in the future, it always happens, you're going to have a sheep or a cow break off from the herd. The dog might not see it or wants to stay with the whole herd and leave the one. You have to say look back, and then they will look back, and then their instinct is, oh, I got to go get them, and they'll go out, get them, and bring them back in. That's look back. So we start out with back. It means actually go in the opposite direction they're going in, which evolves to look back. You think you're ready?
Yeah.
So that's our quick lesson for now. So we're going to have Gina work my dog Kaya in just a balance. Okay, we're inside the round pen. Just a couple thoughts for you guys. If you want to do sheep in a round pen, I've got cattle panels. I had plenty available to me, and so I use my cattle panels, and then I put sheep wire on the outside of it to make it sheep and dog proof. But in the past, I've used just some T-posts and sheep panels in a circle, and then had a little makeshift gate. It doesn't have to be fancy or anything if you want to try doing your own round pen that way. So Gina is about to start. This is their very first time working with the sheep like this. It's very fast paced. You got to stay on your feet, so you got to be quick on your feet and not get run over by the sheep, because they will run you over. I want to do a couple of important safety advice here. I see, can you hold that? I see a lot of time where people go like this to block the way that the sheep is going and try to convince them to go the other way, and they've got a dog on the other side. Or even if you don't have a dog with you and you're trying to guide your sheep like that, don't ever do that. If Gina does that, I'm really going to yell at her. So I always yell at my students not to ever do that. Never, ever, ever, ever bend over in front of the sheep, because they want to jump over you, they want to run right through you. So please don't ever bend over. Always stand up straight when you're working sheep. I've seen some pretty bad accidents from people doing that. So anyway, I just want to get that across. So as I said before, Kaya is just a balanced dog. That's all the training she has. She has a terrible hold, but she does know it, but you have to really enforce it. So when you tell her hold, you have to really enforce it.
Okay.
So here's the deal. When you're working your dogs, never yell the command at them. So if she does not hold when Gina tells her to hold, you can yell at her, but don't yell the command, okay? So never yell the commands. Just, you might go, hey, to get their attention, and then say it again, hold, hold. So this staff here, I'm going to have Gina start using this, because she's going to, when she starts training her puppy, she's going to need to use a staff. A staff is just an extension of your arm. It is not a weapon, so don't, if you get upset, don't clobber your dog or the sheep with it. It's just an extension of your arm to give them the direction. So when you want to, when I said you put your arm out and you say back, you would just tap the ground with the staff, block their direction and say back, or hold, back. That's all you use it for. When she starts using her puppy, and when the puppy starts circling, she's going to have to push the puppy at the shoulder to keep it out from the sheep and to keep the puppy from getting harmed by the sheep. So the staff will be used when you're doing the puppy, just as to keep your puppy safe. So, are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. So what's the first thing you're going to tell Kaya?
Back and away or come by.
Okay.
And hold when I want her to stop and we're balanced.
Kaya doesn't hold in the beginning. I always teach my dogs to wait until I tell them to go work. But she has princess status, so I've never trained her. She's just spoiled rotten, but she's a really good balanced dog. So we're going to leave the leash on her just so that Gina can control when Kaya begins. So, and she can just drag the leash.
Okay.
Or we could take it off when you're ready to send her. And just remember, never bend over in front of the sheep. Okay? So the trick for working the sheep, going round and round, you're going to get dizzy. and you got to be quick on your feet to not get run over.
Okay,
so
wish me luck.
I'm wishing you luck.
The wind.
And the wind. We had to get a hurricane today. But at least it's cooler. It's been in the over 100 degrees today, so it's nice and cool right now. Okay. So put the dog on the side that you want them to go. If you want her to go in a come by way, you're in the right position for that. If although I think she's going to cross over and just go the way she wants to.
You want me to set her up right for it?
You can, because I want you to get used to setting her up. You can tell her come by, but say back and then come by.
Okay. Okay. Back. Back.
And she wants to go in the way.
Come by. Come by.
Okay, go follow your dog. Back, away. Oh. Ah, that's come by. There you go, that's away. Okay, follow your dog. Away, and you can repeat it. Pretend that she's being trained and follow, follow. Hey!
Come by. Come by.
And if she dives in, you hit the ground with that staff and you say, out. Okay, you're just following, go around in a circle. There you go. What direction is that?
Away.
Follow, follow,
Back.
follow, follow. There you go.
Come by.
You can just walk fast, you don't have to run.
Back. Away. Away.
You follow her around.
Away.
Okay. What direction is that? Okay.
Hold. Hold.
Okay.
That'll do. Come.
Walk aside. Hey, hey. Come. That'll do.
Woo.
Come here. Okay.
All right, I didn't fall down.
She didn't fall down. I'm going to let her catch her
I
breath.
got a little mixed up and dizzy.
You do get dizzy, I'll tell you that. Hold. And see that lead? I just stepped on it to stop her. That's what we do with the puppies. And she did hold for you.
Yeah.
And so, anyway, so hold. So you've learned now, back, hold, come by and away. Now when you were backing up like this, that means the sheep are going to follow you.
Okay, so
That would be a there.
I was trying to give her
more room.
To get away from the fence. Get them to come so I can
So
circle.
that's okay. Just circle them like this. So she's going around and you circle. And then you would turn around, slap the ground, say back, away.
I was getting this mixed up in my head. I was just like, oh, tell her something.
So,
Should I try it again with her before I try the puppy?
oh yeah.
Okay.
And I want Kaya to get wore out before we try the puppy, and I want you
I
to
might
get.
be wore out.
We'll see if we try the puppy tonight. We're going to let Gina do this one more time in just a few minutes, and when she catches her breath. It's a workout, let me tell you. It is a workout. And then you have this fear because you know you're going to get run over. And I always jokingly refer to it as mutton busting. We've all done mutton busting around here. Chantel and I, when I work with my training partner Chantel, we all have had our turn at mutton busting.
And hitting your butt to the ground.
Yeah.
Mutton bust.
It's the last time I got knocked on the ground, I had the mic on, and so it caught me doing a little expletive as I landed on my back. But
all right. I think I could run around like a
okay,
tornado
you don't
one
have
more
to
time.
run. You actually can walk real fast like this,
Okay.
and because she will balance
I don't
with
wanna
you.
get run over. I'm
Yeah,
moving. You
that's-
said quick on your feet.
You have to be quick on your feet to not let them knock into you.
Okay.
If they turn into you, then you've got to watch out for that.
Okay.
But you don't have to run.
Okay.
So I might come in and step in and help you, and
Okay.
we'll see. Okay.
All right.
Okay. You send your dog.
Okay.
Just you can let her decide and then follow her. Just say away, away. Okay. Easy. Look back. See how she looked back? That's what you would do with the look back.
Bye.
There you go. That's how you do it.
Bye.
And if she goes too fast, say easy.
Goodbye.
I think I just heard Gina say go away.
Back. Away.
There you go. That's where you're quick on your feet.
Bye. Back. Away. Away.
That's right.
Back.
Yes.
Bye.
You're getting the hang of it.
Back. Away. Away. Hey. Hey. Away. No.
Remember not to yell the commands at them.
Away. Away.
Easy.
Easy.
So when she does that, that was a cheap shot.
Okay.
You hit the ground and you tell her out. Oops, in the way.
Away.
Follow her, follow her, follow, even on the wall, follow. So she's taking the easy way there. Back.
Back.
No, that's where I want her to do. What I was actually telling her to do is to get behind them.
Away. Oh.
She did go away. She's doing exactly what you told her to do.
Okay.
She's listening.
She is. I just don't know what I'm saying. Okay. Okay.
You could just tell her to hold there for a minute if you want to catch your breath.
Away. Away. Away.
She's
Bye.
she's being lazy. There you go.
Bye.
Let her push them. Let her get behind them. There you go. You're doing better. Hey!
Away. Away. Away.
Okay. I'm going to teach you a little. You're going to need to learn this later.
Okay.
So say she's a puppy.
Yeah.
So you would go pick up her leash. notice I didn't quite bend over in front of them.
Yeah.
So you would pick up the leash and give her courage, and you'd have your staff pushing her at the shoulder and give her the courage to get behind them.
Okay.
Away.
She's just tired, but
Yeah, she is getting tired.
Like this,
If a puppy, it's not, Kaya doesn't need this training, but if you need to give them some courage, you would just walk with them against the wall, the dog against the wall, and you say, walk up, away, come on, away, go on, Raz, away, come here, come, away, 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 there you go, away, there you go, whoops, away, come by, okay, follow, and we're gonna, remember, don't give directions in a corrective voice.
Okay.
Say a nice, gentle, away. There you go, like that. Let her go around a few times. Keep going, keep going. You can yell at her, but not the hold. Hi!
Hold.
Good, okay.
Good job.
The sheep are tired and hot, and so is Kaya. Well, good, that was good for your first lesson.
Right? I need to not yell correct. I'm going to see that's going to be a problem. I need to not yell correct.
Yeah.
That's going to be a problem for me.
So later, when they're a really well-trained dog, we have a habit of yelling the commands at them. I told you to stay!
She should know better. But I'm new. She's taking advantage of me too.
But yeah, she doesn't care. And she is taking advantage of Gina. But anyway, you're really getting it.
Okay.
And that's fine.
Not so nervous about me hitting the deck yet?
No. And
It'll
I'm not so worried now. She did pretty good staying on her feet and not getting run over by the sheep.
Good.
So, very good.
All right.
And that was her very first time working a dog on sheep, and I think that was awesome.
Okay.
Thanks.